Hello, everybody. So, this is the off-season episode. Last time around, we got absolutely destroyed by the Patriots. We got shut out. And we also found out the Packers won the Super Bowl in their first season with Micah Parsons and many other guys. The Chargers, 9-8, made the Super Bowl, almost won, only lost by 6, which is really actually pretty nice. Today we'll be going through some of the retirements. We'll go through the free agents. And well, first of all, we're gonna look at our retirements. We saw them all last time. Jimmy Ward, who wasn't a starter. Danico Autry, who I don't think, yeah, he was not a starter. Obviously, Joe Petonio was not a starter, and Calais Campbell was a starter. Joe Petonio actually was a starter. Never mind. Um, yeah, and I've also went through some ratings, like the big ones, like Rashid Shaheed, who got his speed upped from 93 to 95. Um, I changed that. Let's look at other retirements. Adam Thielen retired. Harrison Smith retired. Ryan Kelly retired. C.J. Ham retired. Kevin Zeitler retired, so that's another guard. Tyler Lockett retired. Johnny Hecker retired. Devondre Campbell retired. Darius Slay retired. Aaron Rodgers retired. Cam Hayward retired. Jaron Reed retired. Cooper Kupp retired. Jonathan Hankins retired. Cam Jordan retired. Taysom Hill retired. Demario Davis. Bobby Wagner. Chris Moore. Larry Tunsil retired. Von Miller. George Fant. Zach Ertz. Kyle Van Noy. Ronnie Stanley. DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Higbee, Raheem Mostert, Shaq Mason, Morgan Moses, DJ Dallas, Andy Dalton, Tyra Taylor, Russell Wilson, Trent Williams. That's a big one. Jake Matthews, Leonard Floyd, Lane Johnson. That's another big one. Um, Who else retired? Who else? Khalil Mack retired off of Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan Poyer, Levante David, Jordan Phillips. Jesus, how many retirements was there? Stephon Gilmore. Well, the point is, a lot of players retired. And a lot I don't care about, but also a lot that are gonna matter. We have to, well, first of all, staff week. Let's look at our staff. For offense, defensive coordinator, I don't know why he's doesn't have that much job security. But I think I'm gonna fire both of them. I don't like the. I'm gonna fire both coordinators. I didn't like how it went. Ben Johnson got fired. Hell yes. We scored. Ben Johnson as our offensive coordinator. That's gonna be a big one. I only saw really one good one. Unless there's any I missed. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jonathan Gannon, former Cardinals head coach. And I also got the former Bears head coach and Lions offensive coordinator. That is honestly awesome. But if Ben Johnson were to have gone fired, he probably would have just went right to uh the Lions again. Did they change this? Why is this 2 staff weeks? We're gonna accept Will Anderson's option. Um Stroud, though, I'm not sure if I want to accept his option. He'll come back to that, I guess. There's a lot of these guys I'm not interested in bringing back. I'm not really that interested in bringing any of these guys back. You know what? Yeah, we'll accept his option for now. Maybe Traylon Burks. I did say I wanted more depth. $5.5 million for 1 year. That's a mistake, Burks. Huge mistake. You're not going to be able to do anything. And now we will head to free agency. I didn't check who I needed to release. Damn it. Damn it. It's the new year, too. I could have saved 30. I can save 39 million by getting rid of Tyreek Hill. Oh, that's certainly a decision. Titus Howard, that's a no-brainer. I'm gonna trade Titus Howard. I don't know what to do now. We need... Well, first of all, let's look at who all we need to get rid of. Tyreek Hill is the highest rated player on my team. We can also save some money by getting rid of Daniel Hunter. I'm not getting rid of him. We can save a lot of money by getting rid of Aziz Al-Shahir. Save a lot of money by getting rid of Cesar Ruiz. Mitson, I might be fine with keeping Mitson. We're gonna get rid of Fairbairn for sure. Wow. Let's look at the quarterbacks. We're fine with all of these guys. Mitson. I might trade Mitson, to be honest. I don't really care that much to keep him. And I want to get Hunter some more carries. So Mitson, who has only been a part... Oh my goodness. We can trade Joe Mixon to the Bengals for T. Higgins and a third, which is extremely unrealistic. No, I'll do. It's rare two division rivals ever do a deal in the first place, let alone two division rivals making a deal like this. But what we'll do is, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. So the Houston Texans are going to trade Joe Mixon to the Jaguars, a division rival, for Brian Thomas Jr. and running back Bashal Turton. That's a crazy trade. Shouldn't go through, but it did. Who knows why. And the Jaguars' receiving room has gotten better. Tyreek Hill is now going to be traded. I don't even need to keep him. We need to improve the defensive tackle room. Jalen Carter could work, but that's really unrealistic. The Eagles would never do something like that. Just like the Jaguars probably wouldn't do that, but at least I'm giving them something worth it. The Browns. Now, I want to pick a team that has a pretty decent O-line and a better defensive tackle. Here's the thing about this. This type of trade has been like teased in the NFL for a little bit. And although I don't think it's ever going to happen, I think this might work. I would put them over the salary cap. We cannot get Dexter Lawrence. That's a really big bummer. So we can only work with teams that can afford him, which might just be a select few, and the Seahawks are a part of that. Except I don't want to tear apart my favorite team. I'm also trying to save cap space. Cardinals. What? Will Johnson. Dude, they don't really have any good defensive tackles. Hold on. What about Walter Nolan? They wouldn't trade him after 1 year. I'm being legit. I think the only team that I could really do a deal is the Eagles. And I'm going to try to get Landon Dickerson. And maybe a pick. But damn, this is such a step back from that other trade I did. Uh, we're gonna take Jordan Davis. And we're also gonna take Jalen Hunt, unless there's someone else I'd want. Which I do want Jahad Campbell, but I'm gonna try not to trade for first round picks from last year. I'm not sure there's anyone else I'd want to get on this. And I'm gonna take a first round pick. That is super close to getting done. We are gonna trade Titus Howard in this deal. And that is gonna go through. We get a first round pick, Landon Dickerson, and a few other guys. That clears a ton of space. We also have a very elite receiving room. I mean, we're gonna clear some cap. We are going to Tank Dell. It's your time to go. I don't even know where he went to college and who his college quarterback was. I think he's like a D2 player. I'm probably wrong on that though. Nate Wiggins. Here's the thing. I really like the idea of doing that. Maybe we try to upgrade at a position. Running back is fine. I'm fine with that tight end. I forgot we had. Oh, we don't even need another defensive tackle. Probably Mike linebacker. Gotta get younger. And getting another corner would be good. So we're gonna see if the Ravens have anyone of interest. And I think Nate Wiggins is exactly what I want. That's not gonna go through. I know that won't. Yeah, that wasn't even gonna have a chance to go through. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe some depth. Ooh. Tyler Linderbaum. He is on a brand new deal, so that's not realistic at all. You'll trade for a Murray Jones, and that's gonna be what we're gonna do. And I just realized they don't have enough cap for this. Who has a huge cap hit that they don't need? Obviously, Linderbaum has a massive cap hit, but they're not going to trade me Linderbaum. Defensive tackle, Matabuke. That still wouldn't help us. In my opinion, I think we just do this. Oh, that's not going to go through. Well, we need Wiggins. I think maybe just trade a pick, and we trade those two idiots for a pick. I think we do a second and a fifth. Second and a fifth gets us Nate Wiggins from the Ravens, and then we still need to trade Tank Dell. We need a power back. Ooh, Ray Davis. He's 5'9". No, I'm good on Ray Davis. Yeah, I'm kind of good on some of these guys. None of these guys really pop out. Maybe take Bigsby. He's not bad, actually. He'd probably be my starter. Maybe we go O-line depth and, yeah, let's go O-line depth. Let's get Evan Neal. And maybe, like, a backup safety. Or someone. Yeah, let's go Deontay Banks. I doubt this goes through. We're obviously going to try to scam them, but I don't think they're going to take that. Obviously, they don't. Let's do a fourth. And Tank Dell traded to the Giants for Evan Neal, and Deontay Banks, and a 4th round pick. Pretty good. That's some depth to work with. And our receiving room is set. Brian Thomas, Nico Collins, and Rashid Shaheed, with 2 rookies taking the 4th and 5th spot. We honestly are pretty good. That's pointless. Maybe we get a backup tight end if we need to trade anyone else. We need to go look for a Mike linebacker, which I do have an idea of someone I want to get. He's in the draft, obviously. But we'll try. Titus Howard is already gonna get traded again. We're not gonna do that trade. Let's look for a Mike linebacker. Maybe a little old of a guy. Because I'm gonna draft someone. Uh, um, Matt Milano is a pretty good option here. We do a straight up swap Matt Milano for Aziz Al-Shahir. They can't even do that deal, and I'm not gonna make it too complicated. I just want to replace Drew Tranquil. They wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, also have to just look out for anyone that can do it. We'll do this actually. Florissé to Luacan for Aziz Al-Shahir. That's another trade that we've made with the Jaguars. And we will trade one of, or not one of these guys. We'll just move one of them to Mike linebacker. I'm gonna move Luacan to Mike. But we've added a few different guys. We need to go get a guard. Maybe to... I don't know. We just need to do something. We'll probably sign a fourth string quarterback. Probably to try keeping. Cornerback room looks good. We have some really nice depth. Safeties, we need to get maybe 2 backups. And Fairbairn, maybe trade you. You were really good last season. So, kind of debatable if I want to trade you. Bills don't have a kicker right now. Let's look for one of their more worthless players. Someone who I think could make a decent difference here. Now, if this were to go through, I think I'd shit my pants, because that would be insane. But thank goodness that the Bills aren't idiots, and they didn't end up taking that. I was thinking maybe signing Curtis Samuel to a deal. He could be nice. I think we're just gonna go for a 4th round pick. They can't even do that, man. It's the Broncos, it is. Oh, wow. A.T. Perry's a massive dude. 6'5". Maybe we look at that. A.T. Perry for Kaimi Fairbairn. I think that's a worth it deal. He might produce better than a 4th round pick will. And on the video, this is going to be a long video. So, in the free agency market, we are... let's take one last look at the team before we get into free agency and all that. We traded for Brian Thomas. That's our receiving room. Got Bashal Tootin as well. Maybe we pick up a actual fullback instead of just using Britton Brooks. We need to get a legitimate tight end number 2. Maybe we put Cesar Ruiz if he's tall enough out at right tackle, and then put Fisher in at right guard. The offensive line doesn't look as bad as it did before. The defense is what changed a lot, though. We got Nate Wiggins, who's a really, really fast dude. Honestly, I might also look at trading Daniel Hunter. He did not produce very much last season, but I'd only do it if I were to be getting like someone just straight up elite. And they'd have to be in like the same range. Who's someone I'd prefer? Nick Bonito. Not really anyone, to be honest. Um, what I will do is I'm just gonna leave it there. Daniel Hunter, unless if the Texans do suck at midseason, I'll trade him. We need to pick up a punter, a kicker, maybe an offensive lineman that can win this starting job. We should probably pick up a fullback, which Kyle Juszczyk is perfect. Maybe a goal line running back. We'll pick up Kyle Juszczyk. We'll pick up more corner depth. Tyler Algier. It's not fast at all. Uh, um, Christian Watson. That's an interesting one. I don't really need him. I might actually consider that. Uh, let's look at corner depth. Let's actually look at kickers first. I want someone with a lot of kick power. Jake Bates is definitely up there for that. We'll do a 2-year, $8 million deal, which probably will get him the job. For punter, we want to get younger. So let's look at young punters. Jack Browning, he has a let's sign Matt Reza. He's cheap. Quentin Lake, that is a really interesting one. I think I'm going to sign Quentin Lake and Isaiah Simmons. Both of those guys are very much worth signing. Isaiah Simmons is super athletic in this game. He's going to be a cheat code. We're going to sign Quentin Lake. 2-year, $11 million deal. Worth it. Then maybe pick out someone fast. Lonnie Johnson, I guess, would work there. We're gonna see Juan Thornhill, put him on a 1-year deal. Cornerback, I do want to get a backup guy. We only get guys that are fast and athletic, so Alante Taylor, we'll pick you up. We probably just would need probably one more guy. So we do speed again, and at that second spot, we will do Bo Melton, the two-sided maniac. Switch to cornerback, apparently. Christian Harris, booty cheek. I'm not sure what to do here. I do want to pick up a backup edge. We're gonna pick up Zadarius Smith, who actually retired today or yesterday in the NFL. And then at defensive tackle, I just want to do someone pretty decent. Probably won't even make the teams. Tim Settle, I'd cut you, so let's not do that. Byron Young, 69 overall. I'm fine with it. I don't care that much. I'm good on the top offensive lineman. Receiving, I'm good. Running backs, I don't know. Let's take, I'm good. I'm good on all these guys. Quarterbacks, I did say, Daniel Jones, oh, I probably should just raise his overall. He's been fantastic. I don't know why the Colts let him go, though. Danny Dimes, you are, let's put your awareness, like, you're 87. You're agile. Let's put you at a star dev. Change of direction. There you go. Quarterbacks just don't fumble. He hasn't fumbled, really. I don't think he's fumbled once this season. Throw power, 91. There we go. Now let's look at his overall. An 84. That's fair. I think that's really fair. Let's take a look at Kyle McCord. Oh, I really want Alontae Taylor, so I'm going to raise that offer. That is a huge offer for one guy. One little guy. And apart from him, he pretty much... Yeah, let's see. Kyle McCord is the only guy that hasn't submitted his, thing. We did not get Alontae Taylor. We did get Zadarius Smith, Juan Thornhill, Quentin Lake, and the other guy. We did get Bo Melton. So, overall, pretty good free agency. We can get Kyle McCord. We don't even need a quarterback. I just want him because I can get him. And we do get Kyle McCord. So, I think that's pretty good for our free agency haul. Let's take a look at the team now. I will say, if I get a chance to get a really, really good right tackle, I'm going to take it. But Brenton Fisher isn't that bad. If I can also get a superstar running back like Jeremiah Love or Jonah Coleman, I'm going to take it. But I'm honestly fine with Tootin and Hunter there. Mostly because I know those guys are really good at Madden. Maybe if I get a chance at selecting a better linebacker than Sherwood or Oluokun, I'm going to take it. Safety spot looks fantastic. The corner spot looks fantastic. The defensive tackle spot looks good. I maybe would just get a better overall backup. That'd be it. Maybe. Honestly, I'm happy with this. We got our kicker. our punter, and our special teamers. And I also want to look at long snappers at some point. So Daniel Jones signed with the Raiders. Not a bad team to go to. Maybe, hopefully he revives the Raiders. And we are headed to the NFL draft. Now, these draft rankings are extremely outdated. They're about a month old and they were made before the season actually started. So, just saying, I might actually see if I can get that fixed before we go into the draft. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. Hello, everybody. So, we are back. And so we're back, and now we're gonna be heading into the draft. I made a few changes since the last one was pretty outdated. I changed some like quarterback spots. It's obviously not that great still, but you have a ton of players in here. And we should be able to have a pretty nice draft. So, ooh, the Browns had the first and fifth pick of the draft, which is honestly impressive. The first overall pick is T.J. Parker, edge, out of I think Florida. I don't know. No, that's Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks out of Florida. I want to get who was it? No! I wanted Ruben Bain. Damn it. Where's our first pick? 24? We're not gonna get Caleb Downs. He's probably gonna he won a 10? I think he's the highest rated player in here. We didn't even get Anthony Hill. Are you kidding me? Who do we take? This feels like a mistake, but I'm gonna take Jeremiah Love in the first round. We have three really, really good running backs. That was a really good decision. And then we have another pick at 27. Next, Sunting Perkins. Linebacker out of Ole Miss. That should be a nice one. 51st player in the draft. That's not bad still. Probably shouldn't have taken him in the first round, but I think that was a pretty good pick. Denzel Boston went in the second round. Oh, I was kind of expecting him to go in the first. What do I even need? Probably an edge. Actually, I'm gonna go Harold Perkins here. That's a little bit of an overdraft, but, well, it's not really an overdraft, actually. It's probably perfect. But we've taken two linebackers so far. We're done in the second, we're done in the third. And now on to the fourth. I could have taken Le'Veon Moss now. We're not gonna do that, though. Here, we should probably go O-line. Or tight end, actually. Yeah, let's go tight end. Let's go Oscar Delp. 101st in the draft. Drafted him at 98, so not a bad pick. If Baxter or what is Jonah Coleman doing? Dude, this feels like a huge mistake. What is he still doing on the board? He was supposed to go on the first. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna take him because that, yeah, 10th in true value. That's a steal. What the hell? I think Jeremiah Love and Jonah Coleman were the top 2 running backs in this class, and I got both of them. Damn it! I could have gotten a really, really good player with mine if I didn't take a quarterback. We're gonna go... I need someone who's good at pass blocking. We're gonna take Goodsby. Not a good pick. He's probably really terrible at run blocking. Don't have a pick till the 7th, and it doesn't really matter. We're gonna just probably look at receivers on this one. We're gonna take Malachi Fields here. 183rd in true value, drafting up 217. That's a pretty good pick. He probably won't even be on the team by the offseason, though. Have another 7th. $225 at 219. That's a pretty good pick. And that is our draft. So, pretty crazy, actually. Wasn't exactly expecting that. Jeremiah Love. Yeah, Jonah Coleman and Jeremiah Love are the same overall. Santane Perkins, then Harold Perkins. Oscar Delp, Jonah Coleman, Goodsby, Fields, and I don't know who this is. Pretty good draft. But I think we need to take a look at that running back spot because I'm really not wanting to get rid of either of those guys. So yeah, Jarquez Hunter is my 4th string running back right now. I think what I'm gonna do, I've used Jeremiah Love in some franchises before. I think I'm gonna trade him, which is really weird to trade a 1st round pick. I'm gonna just try to get another 1st back. I don't know why I put Jamar Chase on there. Damn it, dude. I'm gonna lose my 1st, and man, I'm gonna have to take a downgrade. Someone has to have a bad running back room. Ah, man, that's not good. A third round pick is fucking terrible, dude. Oh my god, a third and fifth is absolutely horrid. Well, it is currently Bashal Tootin, Jonah Coleman, and Jarquez Hunter. We're going to keep the running back room like that for now. The offensive line looks good. Get a good backup. We have some good linebackers. Good corners. Some pretty decent guys on the D-line. And I think we're good. Should have a really, really good season, but, you know, it's kind of different now. We'll call it there. Actually, no, we won't. We'll look at undrafted free agents. Long snappers, not a single one remaining. You're going to sign Jalen Redmond to a deal for defensive tackle. Brett Thorson, I'm not going to sign him. So, yeah, that is it. We accidentally didn't realize that Jonah Coleman was still on the board and ended up going with Jeremiah Love. That's all because Anthony Hill got selected. I was going to pick him with my first round pick, but that's not how things went, and we are headed into our second season of Texans franchise. I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. I will adore you guys.